So today is December 29th. I'm getting ready to make my January meal plan. Start the same way every time. I just get a piece of paper and I number it 1 through however many days there are in that month. January has 31 days, so I'm just gonna jot down 31 dinners that we're gonna eat through January. And after I have this list, I'm going to take this list and then correlate it to my grocery list. And I break my grocery list down to 2 stores, so I'll actually make 2 lists. One for Aldi and then one for Walmart. And then on my Walmart list, I'll also add household items that I'm needing as well. It is currently 7:09 a.m. All 3 of my kids are still sleeping. I'm done editing for the morning. So I'm gonna go sit down, make my list here, and crank out some 31 meals. I just pulled into Aldi. I've got my list here. I did place my Walmart grocery order this morning. However, I'm not gonna be able to pick it up until tomorrow, I think is what I scheduled it for, tomorrow. But I got my list here. I'm basically going to go in and get everything that I didn't get on my Walmart order. Ideally, I like to do my Walmart order after I do Aldi, or give myself time to go in and edit my Walmart order, because sometimes I'm counting on fresh produce here that isn't good at Aldi. Sometimes things are a little dicey here, so I like to give myself time to go back and edit my order to add things to my Walmart order. If Aldi is out, the produce doesn't look good, things are picked over, things like that. So I'm gonna go in and shop the rest of the items off my list here, as well as, like, when we do snacks and stuff, I don't put that on my list because those are pretty much the same every single month. I just know to go in and grab those, so I don't have those on my list. This is literally just dinners. So I'm gonna go in and shop for these items. That, like, if the basement were to flood in, it would get wet and it would be ruined, or something that, like, if we had mice or something that got in here that would ruin it. We store in these storage totes. We got these just after Christmas when they were all on sale. So we have 2 totes here. This is the only one that has stuff in it. I'm gonna do a whole tour once this is, well, I might actually do one now that this has more stuff in it, but some of those mac and cheeses, pancake mix, Pop-Tarts, we have rice all the way in the bottom there, fruit snacks, these potato packets, some boxed dinners, crackers, more crackers, just stuff that we would need. Some more fruit bars down there, and then our jars here and stuff I'm going to add to the shelf as well. So I'm done putting groceries away until tomorrow when I get my Walmart order. Some stuff of that will come down here and fill the freezers that we got. Stuff goes upstairs. I'll show you guys a full tour of everything, where everything goes once everything is here. Okay, so I finished my Walmart grocery order this morning. I meant to put it in yesterday after I got home from Aldi. However, things were crazy. My husband's in school right now, so he was working on a paper. I couldn't, like, manage all 3 kids and try to keep them quiet while my husband was doing the paper. So long story short, I just forgot to go back and actually pick my time slot and get my order in. So, whoops, but that's okay. I finished it this morning before the kids woke up. Got my Walmart order in. It's going to be ready tomorrow. I'm gonna pick it up between noon and 1. So I'll get my oldest on the bus and I'll pack up my little ones and we'll head to Walmart and pick that up. But that is basically where I'm at right now. I just got done filming my meal plan video, so I'll link that down below if you're interested in seeing that. You need some meal ideas. You guys got to see a little bit of behind the scenes for that like process, how that goes. But while my youngest is still sleeping, I'm going to give you guys a peek at my pantry up here, my freezer, and my fridge. But before I show you my fridge, please note there are a lot of leftovers in it because my son's first birthday was 2 days ago, so we have a lot of like leftover stuff in the fridge. It looks a disaster. Disclaimer, but I'm gonna share with you guys basically how I go about like transferring things, because we do have 2 chest freezers, and then my freezer, obviously, that's attached to my fridge up here on our main floor. How I keep my freezer stuff from going bad, getting buried, things like that, is I start off by putting everything in my chest freezers after I go grocery shopping. As I open things, I put them up here in my freezer. So if I have like a big bag of tater tots, that goes up in this freezer. If I have like 2 or 3 bags of, I don't even know, like if I have 2 bags of like frozen tortellini, I'm gonna keep the one that's open up here in this freezer. So that way I know if I'm looking for tortellini, I always look in my freezer attached to my fridge first, and if there's not one up here that's open, then I know I can go downstairs and open up one out of my chest freezer. That way it keeps me from having 2 or 3 bags of the same thing that are open. It just helps keep things manageable. Things don't get buried. That way I move through my food steadily and evenly. It just keeps me from having to do like big freezer challenges. I love watching those on YouTube, by the way. It just keeps me from wasting food pretty much. So let me show you those. So here's my freezer. Up here, these are frozen. These are homemade pumpkin pie that my mother-in-law made, and I just froze them a couple squares at a time so we could pull these out and defrost them, and people could eat these after dinner or something for a snack. So we have a couple bags of those up here. Like, this is an open bag of salmon, so if I need salmon, I'll look here. You can see I'm not always perfect though. I do have 2 things of peas open right now, so that kind of sucks. I pulled this up here because I'm going to be using this for a couple dinners coming up, so it's just easy to have it up here. This is an open box of chicken nuggets, so that stays up here. We have a lot of ice cream because, like I said, we just had a birthday, so we've got a thing of vanilla, another thing of ice cream, big thing up here. These we use for lunches sometimes, so I just threw that up here. I like to keep extra bags of cheese up here because we go through that like crazy. Some cauliflower rice, tater tots, and then another thing of cheese. I'm starting to store a lot more things down in my basement in my storage area just because this is so small. Once I do my once a month grocery shopping, there's usually stuff falling out. Like, this is usually what my whole pantry looks like. That's basically all baking stuff. It's really overwhelming right now because of Christmas. So here's what my pantry looks like. I'm in the process of taking things down and putting them in my basement. This is my bread basket. We also keep tortillas in here and rice cakes, some cereals. This is where I try to keep pasta and rice and stuff. These are normally like snacks for the kids. So some things here. I keep granola in there because we do a lot of granola. That's my big basket full of potatoes and onions. Sometimes we have sweet potatoes in here. We'll keep avocados in here if it's garden season. And we have fresh stuff coming out of the garden that are also root vegetables like carrots or cabbage. We'll keep those in here as well. Lots of chips left over from the holidays and from my son's birthday. These are just the cookie cutters. I have to move this down to my basement. But some crackers, popcorn, things like that. This is stuff that I really want to get down into my basement, so this won't be here. But some canned goods. This is our snack basket. So how we save space is we take things out of the box whenever possible. So fruit snacks, popcorn. We still got some candy canes down here for the kids. We put these in my husband's lunches, these little caramels or these peanut butters. So we call these fatty cakes, these Hosties, or like little Debbie things. stuff out of kids' stockings. So that's kind of how we tend to keep things. We also keep our extra like bags of apples because I'll buy like 3 or 4 things of apples and oranges at a time. We'll keep those down here as well. So this is still a work in progress. We're still trying to figure this out, but just to give you kind of an idea of how I store all the food for our like once a month hauls for a family of 5. So realistically, this is what my pantry looks like after once a month grocery shopping is finished. It's kind of thrown in here right now. If you're new to my channel, I'm doing something this year called Containing the Chaos, where I'm completely going through my home and reorganizing things, and this is the next area that's going to be organized. I wanted to wait until it was full so I had an accurate representation of what I needed to organize. So that video is coming, but right now this is just the reality of what it is. Baking stuff is kind of up top. Bread basket is full. Pastas, cereals, I mean, it's all just kind of everywhere. So this is just honestly what it looks like. I'm not trying to like sugarcoat it or tell you guys I'm perfect, because I'm not, but this is just what it looks like at the moment after once a month grocery shopping. And remember, there's a ton of stuff down in the basement on that shelf. That video will be coming, so make sure you subscribe, turn on your bell notification so you don't miss that one. I guess thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, it's at Cassie and Crew, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
You're spinning around in my head. Did you really mean the words you said?